We're gonna do a new intro, cause the one with the Kevin Conroy Batman voice didn't really work. It didn't really make any sense. Yeah. Hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everyone. My name is Shannon Elchuck, and welcome to more of the Volume 6. RWBY Volume 6. That's right. It's like Bond, James Bond. But Volume 6 is a hell of a way to introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Volume 6. Take a martini, shake it, not stirred. It's part 2 of that. We're going to be doing our sweet, tasty Lionize and One Thing. Before we do get started, real quickly, I'd like to apologize for this taking a solid second to come out. My world fell apart very quickly after recording that episode. And then I just didn't get back around to doing it because I suck. And my world was falling apart. But you know what? We're here now, and that's all that really matters. I'm sure my view count will say the same thing. On that topic, before we get started, I actually want to take a look at this. Real quickly, I want to say a huge fucking thank you to you guys for the support on the last one. Like, there was a lot of it. Like, it was a lot more than I was expecting. Yeah, it was, what, we got just under 260. 6 comments. I love you, chatty bastards. And 14, and no dislikes. That was awesome. You guys are fucking sweethearts. I really, really appreciate it, especially since I had so much fucking fun last time. It's been killing me not being able to get back to this, and or just putting it off because I'm stupid. Because I had so much more fun with it last time than I thought I was going to. Still was really, really annoyed about the whole OBS hates me thing. But you know what? It's okay, because here and now, it's going to work. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to love it. Also, I just looked over and need to remember, keep the desktop audio off when you go back into Three Houses later tonight, and turn it back on when you do Grisai tomorrow. Big thinker brain. Yeah, we got this. Remember, please, Jesus, don't re-record an hour's worth of stuff again. On the topic, real quickly before we do get started, there's some other stuff on the channel that just started. I just put out the, I don't know if that'll actually be coming out after this or before this, I don't know, I just recorded it. But the OVA to Steins Gate, if you guys have not seen Steins Gate, my series or that, regular series, fix that, because your life is inherently worse for not having watched it. Yeah, no, it's so fucking phenomenal. Point is, so the OVA for that's coming out, and we just started Fire Emblem Three Houses on the channel, and I'm absolutely loving it so far, super hardcore enjoying it. I've only gotten to record 2 hours of it since it came out, which is really irritating, but what I did get to play of it, I have absolutely loved, and I can't wait to get more into it, and go hang it, and go kick it with the students, man. Can we have a game where I get to be a professor at Beacon? Before the bad part. Maybe I started a different school. I don't know. Is Shade looking real good these days? I don't know. I haven't read After the Fall yet. I own it. But it's looking real good, and I want to get to it. Anyway, I procrastinate. Anyway, as I said before, we are going to be jumping into Lionize and One Thing today. I'm super excited about both these. Again, Lionize was the first song we got to hear out of Volume 6, and it was dope. I adore the Adam short to death. It's such a fucking good short. It's absolutely my favorite out of all of them. And I love all of the shorts and trailers we've gotten, but that was just so rad, man. Again, I fucking love Adam. So yeah, spoilers. I really, really like Adam as a character. As a person, as a terrible garbage human being, that doesn't really, because Fawn, you know what I'm trying to say. He's the worst, but also he's great. I really, really do like that character. I really like that character. I like how it wrapped up the way it did. Hopefully there will be a little bit more backstory we can get out of him moving on from this point, because even if he ain't still around, obviously they've set up, they can definitely have some shit to talk about. I really enjoyed his character the way it was, and I am very sad because stop it. I am really sad that I won't get to see more of him, especially since I have voiced Adam in something else before, and because that means my guy has an expiration date if that series ever continues. It won't, but if it did, then I have an expiration date. Anyway, point is, I really like Adam. I would very much like to see this song because I really loved what this song and what this trailer was able to do to kind of paint a picture as to who he is and how his brain works. I think the way they showed it off was extremely well done, and I cannot wait to see how the song handles this. I would imagine it's gonna condense that all down into a nice little way with a sweet tasty jam in the mix, because Jeff Williams is goddamn fantastic. Anyway, I plan to handle these as best I can, the same way as I did last time. I'm going to run through each song twice. Hopefully that works for you. I'm going to try and keep up with the timestamps, and I'm going to try and get them correct this time. Thank you, person in the comments, for fixing it for me, because I'm stupid. I don't know how I messed that up. I really don't. I swear to God I did that right, and then my fingers disagreed. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're going to do here. Also, one quick thing on the topic of Miracle last time, because I didn't really think about it till I rewatched it and was listening to that song another 72 times while I was editing it and stuff like that. But like, I kind of like how Miracle, in a way, worked as kind of a setup, or almost as a kind of mirror to the Brunswick arc. In a lot of ways, like, again, Rising is them as a whole kind of growing and falling into themselves, whereas Miracle kind of shows, again, the less optimistic side of that, the Brunswick arc of it all. Like maybe give up. maybe it's not so good. So I don't know. It's just something I noticed later on. So I decided to mention it here in the wrong video. Anyway, point is, we're gonna get started here with Lionize. Once again, all stuff. I should actually say this too. All stuff except for, at this point, Forever Fall, is going to be done by Flint from Flint of RWBY. Again, my man is a real one, putting out these dope-tastic fucking lyric videos. But from what I understand, in all this time, he hasn't put out one for Forever Fall. Not a full version. He had it for like when the song first got shown off in the show, but like it's still not out yet. So it's very possible that I will be using, I think it is Batman Fangirls, I think, version on YouTube instead. Just because, again, I want to have the lyrics there because I want to be able to look at them, and I want them to be there on screen for y'alls and stuff like that. So I think that is what we're going to do, unless he puts it out randomly in between the time, between now and when that comes out, or when I get down to recording that. So we'll find out. Anyway, we're going to get started here with Lionize for the first time in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. What am I doing? None of that is correct. Yeah. Again, this is still my first time getting to hear all this. After all this time, it's going to be nice to finish these so I can actually listen to everything again. Ooh. What is up, my sweet bully boy? Again, you're terrible, but you're amazing. I love it. I fucking loved Volume 6 so much. If anyone wasn't aware, I was a big fucking fan. I loved how it all played out. It was done really well, I think. I don't like that. And I knew where this song was going, but damn. Again, it so perfectly fucking encapsulates that dude's mindset. And again, to a certain extent, you gotta feel bad for him. It's pity in a lot of ways. Because obviously, there could have been a point where that pain that he'd been caused could have been used for better. That's kind of what Blake is. She's the better Adam. She is someone who was affected in a way very negatively by these people. Obviously, to a slightly different extent. Last time I checked, her face is a little bit more put together. It's like, yeah, they're very much those two opposite sides of that same coin. And again, that's the thing, is he arguably got a bit worse than that too, is because as far as we know, he didn't have a family to care for him. Assumedly, he was a fucking slave. And that went well. Or at least just treated like absolute garbage. Whereas she had a family. Damn. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, jeez. That's real bad, my dude. It's not a good mindset to have. And again, it's the thing is, again, you understand it. You don't, it's not, it's the difficult way of trying to describe it between justified, something that's justifiable or just understandable. Like, you fully understand where he's coming from. And if you don't, I think your empathy might need a little work. Because, again, dude's obviously had a fucking rough go of it. And again, like, even in that short, and I think that's what I love about it so much, is how it shows him getting kind of turned to the dark side, if you will. Even in that, he starts off, I'm sure he has his issues at that point even still, but he starts off fairly well put together, and he just fucking loses it as he's going along. And he becomes this, or at least he awakens to this side of him. Fuck. Yeah, no. I really do like that song. I really like, there's a bunch of little points in there where I just didn't know where the song was going at all. There's a bunch of parts where I'm like, oh, it's gonna jump into, what the fuck are you doing with your voice, son? In a very good way. So anyway, I'm gonna jump into this again, because I want to hear it again. So I'm gonna do it. That's my video. What do you want from me? Anyway, round 2 for Lionize. In 3, 2, 1, go. Again, probably won't even have as much to say as I just did when it's over, but I just want to hear it again. Come on, man. Plus, I mean, it's a double hit video. If it's not a 40-minute long video for listening to 2 songs, what else? It's not a double hit video, then. I drink my raspberry tea of rage. I'm right there with you, boy. Can't be mad at no one with that in your mouth. That sounds really wrong. You can't be mad at no one with that in your mouth. Okay. God, I'm so ready for One Thing as well. I really do hope we can get more on his backstory. If we don't, that is fine, but I would really love to see more of it. Yeah, here we go. expect that. He does it again later, too, and I really like it. That is one of my favorite things about Jeff. Is that man experiments. He always gets weird with it a little bit. He's always trying a different style. Like Neon, if you compare Neon, Cold, and this, those are three insanely different styles of song, and they're all so good. And now my heart hurts because I mentioned Cold. But then it's happy again because I mentioned Neon. I like this. It's intense. Yeah, I really do. And they fucking kill it with villain songs. Like, Divide is still one of my favorite songs, period. It's such a good I hate you, watch me fuck shit up song. And this is very much the same sort of vibe. It is very hard to take the word flaccid seriously in any other context ever. Just throwing that out there. But I respect the word choice. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Again, it's weird. It's a difficult rhythm and flow to follow if you're not expecting it, but I like it. Experimental, my man. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Again, Blake nailed it with that line of just... One way to describe that dude is just spite. It's just so much hate for what they did to him that he just cannot fucking... He's just lost it. And then, again, a lot of it is him kind of reveling in that, like, I'm the fucking hero. You know? He views everyone else in the world as a fucking... Like, even Blake... It's trying to put myself... Trying to understand exactly how his mindset works, how much of it is what he really honestly believes is the world slighting him, or is Blake slighting him, or how much of it is just pure manipulation. Because it's very clear that there's at least a little bit of that in everything that he is. Like, and perhaps that's the thing. Maybe it's all his firm held belief. Maybe everything about him truly does believe that this is what needs to be done, that this is who he is, that this is what he can do, that this is what he is owed, so on and so forth. And therefore, then his brain gives him free rein to do it. Rather than he's more of just a con man. And an abusive shithead. But yeah, no, I legitimately really, really like Adam as a character. I honestly really do. Again, garbage individual, but a character I really, really enjoy. Enjoyed at the very least. So again, yeah, I think my biggest hopes for him in the series as well is just, again, getting to hopefully see more of his backstory. Again, not expecting to get too much more of him in the future for obvious reasons. But yeah. And again, just for that discussion of that scene in general too, is I really, again, did like that. Even if I wish it could have gone farther ahead or wherever or whatever I wish, I really do like how it was done. I think it was done extremely, extremely well. Anyway, with that, I am going to, I think, move on to One Thing to talk about our other sweet villain. and how I can talk about how I have an unhealthy and unreasonable appreciation and love for Neo. I really like Neo. And I can't even fully explain why, but you'll notice that's a theme with almost anyone I love. It's really weird. But, you know, I really like Neo as a villain, and I want to be able to see much more of her as a character, so that I can fall in love with her more, and so that other people can. Man, that's what I want in my life. And the fact that she's going to be around more, that's going to make me real happy. Hopefully Cinder don't pull some silly bullshit, or Salem get all pissed or something, because y'all hurt my already hurt ice cream muffin. As murderous as she may be, I'm going to be a little upset. You know what I want? I want us to turn Neo to the good side. I want our sweet ice cream to join in with our fun colored friendos, and we're gonna take on the world together. Is that gonna happen? Fuck no. Can it though? I want it. Anyway, so going into this, One Thing, very clearly going to be a song about her being upset about Roman getting got. That is a very understandable thing. The idea of assumedly that one thing being the one thing that mattered to her, the one thing that, you know, kind of gave her purpose or a compassion or acceptance or whatever the case is. Again, that's the thing, is I want to see much more of her backstory to understand where she kind of is coming from, how she met Roman, especially since it gives us an excuse to have more Roman. Come on, man, we want this. It's good. But, you know, I really do hope we can get more on that, because again, I fucking love Neo and I want to know more about her. And then again, I want her to turn to the good side and tell everyone to fuck off. Is that too much to ask? Yes. Okay, we're gonna get started here with One Thing in 3, 2, 1, go. Don't make me cry, because you might. I already got enough of that down the road to deal with. Fuck yeah. I like this art too. Fuck, I love Neo. Eye for eye, blood for blood, it's time to die. Retribution tastes so sweet. I kept singing that the entire time I was setting stuff up last time. Retaliation soon complete. I had one. Oh, I was about to jump into the wrong part of the song, apparently. Oh, that's literal and sad. Oh. Have you taken it from me? Like this. It's very sad. Ooh. I want her to get her revenge on the people who are actually fucking responsible for this bullshit. And she had it right to take it, you know. RWBY may have been the... Even then, RWBY barely did anything. Fucking Griffinator. I don't know if you know this, but Salem's the one running around with the Grim. And it's Cinder's fault for dragging his ass in there. Ugh. Again, much like All Things Must Die from last season, a very good "fuck you, you can die" song. Yeah, it really does make me sad. It's a fucking bitchin' song, and again, they do that upbeat sad song really, really well. And it's interesting. It's kind of interesting putting this and Lionize back to back because they both have that similar. They have a very, very similar intent. God damn. You know, they have a very similar idea behind them because again, they're both songs about being fucked over in life. And then, you know, coming back to bite back, if you will. It's a funnest joke. Point is, like, again, it's that only, again, hers is, and again, they're even more similar in that it's them getting screwed over, finding a way, and then, you know, having it fall apart and taking it out on the rest of the world and stuff. Though, again, Neo's is very, I don't know, it hurts because it's obviously, again, we don't know exactly how it was. We don't even have quite the same level of hints as Adam does, obviously, with his situation. It's fairly explicit in in Lionized, you know. But, like, her thing is we don't fully know exactly what was wrong beforehand other than she obviously just had a very shitty life. Who knows? Could have been orphaned. Could have been fucking... Again, just could have been in a very bad way. You know? And then, obviously, she found someone to kind of give her some hope, to put her life together, to give her a life, to give her a friend, to give someone who cared. Even if Roman is a fucking snarky criminal douchebag, he obviously did give a shit about Neo, and she obviously really gave a shit about him. We don't fully know the full extent of how much he cared for her beyond perhaps just, you know, giving her enough to get by or whatever the case was. But again, like, obviously, like, when she goes off the edge in Volume 3, he's like, fuck no, Neo. Like, he obviously cares at least a little bit, which is more than you could say about, say, if Emerald fell off and Cinder was there. Cinder don't give a fuck, but, like, you know, Neo did care, or fuck it, rephrase, Roman did care. He gave a shit. And yeah, so again, and then that got taken away from her, and she obviously, again, very much so cared about him, even just to take fucking Chibi. That's right, I'm going there. We're digging deep into non-canoninity for our analysis. Is that what this is now? I don't know. It better not be, because I'm not good at that. But, like, just even taking Chibi for an example, she is always fucking by his side. She always gives a shit. No matter what crazy bullshit, random, silly, dumb shit that dude is doing in that or in this, she is always by his side, watching over him and taking care of him and rooting him on. I don't know, it's just, he obviously mattered so much to her, and then he got fucking taken away. And again, she was on the right path. Like, again, she's totally fine to be pissed at RWBY, because it's not like RWBY didn't have anything whatsoever to do with it, but she also isn't nearly, I don't think, personally responsible as, number one, the person who dragged his ass into the fight in the first place, and two, the person who, I don't know, controls the fucking demons that ate his ass. That's the thing is, too, is though, how much of that does Neo even know? It's, again, she got Mary Poppins the fuck away. How much of that does she even really know? And I just, the idea of seeing, to see, to a certain extent, from like a storytelling perspective, I find it really interesting and cool. But from a Neo fan perspective, my heart, no. The idea that she's just gonna get used by these people. It's just, Cinder is gonna use her, and then it's gonna piss Salem off, because the one thing Cinder isn't supposed to fucking do is fucking kill RWBY. And what is the one goddamn thing that Cinder wants to have happen and wants Neo to help her do is fucking kill RWBY. So she gonna get goddamn Neo in trouble. And just, again, it's just using this fucking, this person who is probably fucking barely older than a goddamn kid. Like, just using this person because she's fucking emotionally unstable, doesn't know what the fuck to do with her life, and is just fucking furious because the one thing she gave a shit about is gone. Again, I want to see so much more of her. And if there was anyone I was like, I want to see you pull yourself out of it, it would be fucking Neo. I want her to happen. I want to be able to get to know more about her, and I want her to be able to, you know, give a swift kick in the dick and or vagina, in this case, to both of the two people who are most responsible for this bullshit. And you got to slap the shit out of RWBY at least a little bit. That's fine. Just don't kill her. Just like a bam, dude. He's like, well, you started this shit. Fuck, you're right. Slap. Just everybody slap each other. It'll be great. What? But yeah, no, that's just, it's something I would personally like to say. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But I'd personally really want to see that. So therefore make it happen, because what I want defines this fucking show. Some people have such a weird perspective on shit. God damn it. I'm not getting into this. Twitter hurts my brain. And so many people. Anyway, point is, we're going to go ahead and listen to the song again. I'm going to try not to cry. I made it through the first time. I can make it through the second time. That's what I said about Red Like Roses, part 2. And now I can't not hear it and cry. Anyway. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. I've noticed I've kind of flipped these almost in a way, too. I was like, so it's supposed to be, I'll just listen to it, not say much the first time, and then I'll talk about it, and then that didn't happen, and now it's kind of reversed. Eye for eye, blood for blood, it's time to die. Retribution tastes so sweet that he gave, and revenge is all I crave. And soon complete. This line hurts me. That hurts. I'm curious if that's more literal or just figurative. Like, he gave me a new life. Or if he completely gave her a new life. In that, like, he gave her a new name. He gave her a new everything. Threw away what was... And if that is the case, what the fuck was the old life? Not just is it bad or something, could that be a way... If it was going down the road, if it was that way, was she someone else important, perhaps related to someone else in a way or something like that? And then became someone else. Again, there's so much I want to be about Neo. I love that fucking character so much. Even though she's never done anything that wasn't a bit of a dick move. I love her. I just hope she can pull out of it. I don't know if she can. But that's what I would want to see. Come on, Ilya. Share some of that redemption goodness, please. I want to listen to Smile again. Holy fuck, do I love that song. God, I want to do these for all of the songs. This part makes me sad now. I didn't realize she was crying until now. It is the thing too, is I want to see what they can do with Neo, because Neo's interesting and her creation is one of the most just Oh, so that's okay. That's how this went down. Sort of story as ever, because like Monty saw, if I'm remembering the story correctly, Monty saw someone doing a gender bent Roman cosplay. I was like, that's fucking cool. Immediately went and made a fucking character, and had her appear in like a week. Like that's such a okay, we're here now sort of thing. And that's not the first time they've added in stuff later on. Like the Maidens thing wasn't until that volume or whatever, if I remember again correctly. So it's just, and that's such an integral fucking part of the goddamn story at this point. Like again, can't get to any of the relics without the fucking Maidens at this point. So like I don't know, it's interesting to see what they do with her, considering her, you know, birth, creation, whatever am I trying to say? Sneeze. There it is. Got. There was so much back and forth on that. Holy fuck. Point is, I want to see what they can do, and I just hope she gets a lot of love, because I do legitimately really, really enjoy that character, and I know I'm not the only one out there. Some people find her really bland, or that there's not much to her, and I can't get behind that. Like, don't get me wrong, I can get where you're coming from, but I just think you're totally off base. Anyway, I love her, and I want to see more of her, and I want to believe that perhaps goodness can come from this sweet, sweet, sweet little ice cream cone. Yeah, no, that line about the new name and stuff, I would be interested to see if that had something, if there was relevance to that. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in Volume 7, in the land of thirsty moms. So excited, Miles. Anyway. I don't know if I have anything else to say other than that. I think I'm good from there. Again, next part, we are going to be covering Big Metal Shoe, and what is the other one? Nevermore. I've been waiting for that one for a sweet tasty minute. I think Big Metal Shoe is actually pretty short, but Nevermore I have been waiting for a solid minute. Again, I haven't listened to it yet, even though it's been there the entire time. The level of patience and self-restraint I have had to show to not listen to that song is immense. So, you know, I'm the greatest thing in the world is basically what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump into those next time, and then after that we will be doing Forever Fall and Domino, aka we're going to cry a lot in that one. Again, as of right now, until Flint, or unless Flint gets that up before now, and I don't know if he is going to, because I mean, like, the Indomitable came out like 2 weeks ago, I think, and nothing since, so I'm assuming he's not doing it, and if he's not, then within that time, then I'm just gonna use again, I think it's Batman Fangirls thing, so thank you to them, and but yeah, no, if he does get his up in between now and then I will use that, just because, for the sake of making sure lyrics are all together, and also to help for keeping everything together, I suppose. You know, either way, we'll see you guys then. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I fucking loved it again. Yeah, sorry for the wait, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Tools, Doors, Lemons, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm gonna go cry into some ice cream now.